10 News is your back to school authority. And as kids head back to the classroom, we know safety is a huge concern. That's why we're working for you, breaking down the latest state reports documenting student safety in Southwest Virginia schools. 10 News reporter Keisha Lynn highlighting some of the biggest concerns at schools in our 5 zones. You've been looking into the data.
Oh, yes, Jen. I've been looking all over it. In all Virginia public schools, they're required to submit student behavior reports to the State Department of Education every year. These reports are compiled and they're made public for anyone to see, and they include things that happen on school property, school buses, or even at school-sponsored activities and how school leaders responded. The department's still compiling data for last year, but I wanted to show you what it looks like for 2022 to 2023 in Danville City schools. So one of the more severe categories is behaviors to determine persistently dangerous schools. This includes illegal activity that would require police involvement. In Danville City schools, one student had a gun at George Washington High School. Another safety category each division reports to is the behaviors of safety concern. Now, this category, most of these cases, they do not require schools to report to law enforcement. In the category, there were 13 reports of students with weapons, and they happened at several schools, including Edwin A. Gibson, GLH Johnson, and Woodbury Hills Elementary Schools. There were also more than 250 cases of reckless behavior that created a risk of injury to self or others, and there were more than 200 fights. The division also reported two kids threatening, intimidating, instigating violence or injury to another student or staff in writing. In the behaviors that endanger self or others category, one was at George Washington High and the other at Woodbury Hills Elementary. And if the threat was to a staff member, then they must report it to law enforcement. That is, unless the student making the threat has a disability. And under that same category, there were more than 30 instances of students possessing controlled substances, illegal drug inhalants, synthetic hallucinogens, or unauthorized prescription medications. These instances, they do not have to be reported to law enforcement. I asked Danville City Schools what it's doing in terms of safety to address these issues, and they say that within the past 2 years, they implemented metal detectors in middle and high schools, installed vape detectors in school restrooms, and they also added security vestibules to 2 schools. And they continue to upgrade surveillance systems. We have a full breakdown of that report right now online at WSLS.com. Keisha Lynn, 10 News working for you.